Alright everybody, I'm back. Sorry it took me a little bit longer than I planned. Gone ahead and I'm meeting up with my guild mates. Alright, see where I'm at. So they're in the southern claim, Hammerhead. Oh, okay, gotcha. Guess I should make some basic stuff here, huh? I think I'll start with some fishing poles. You know, I want to do more of a fishing side of thing. Let's see, 2 sticks, I think 4 plant fiber, if I remember correctly. One. Two. Oh, there's my 4. Alright, let's make some fishing poles. Make myself a little more noticeable. You know, there's a chance to get some rope from fishing as well. If I can get that, I can start working on getting a crossbow and then a bow. Alright. I'm sure people will see me this way. Welcome everyone to my stream. I'm actually joined a actual server today, Dark Age Kingdoms. I'm meeting up with my old guild, Prosperity. Just gonna see how they're doing. Might do a little fishing, some hunting. Oh, that's a rock. Gotta be paying closer attention. Trying to navigate and everything. Now I actually have to keep my eyes open because there will be people out here trying to kill me. So I can close that inventory window out. I don't want my stamina to get too low in case I have to be surprised. One thing I am surprised about is that I haven't seen anything yet. Now they said they were down in Hammerhead Cove, which my memory's kind of shit, but I think that's down there. So I want to go more in this direction. According to the guild leader, they actually have gotten quite a few new people. He said 20, so we'll see. Oh, I see a sign. Someone's been doing some terraforming over here. Got some crops. Let's see. What clan did we enter? Blackridge Bandits. Probably should keep going. What is this? Furnace. Now, either these people are maybe building a second base, or they've given up, because I don't see a whole lot here. A little more relaxing this time around. Nope. That was a little bit of lag. In the valley just up the coast. So I think it's right down there on the tip. God, I hope I'm going to the right place. Never been that huge on the landmarks in this game. I mean, it could be in here. I have a feeling it's either one of these areas in here that they're in. Once I find it, things will be easier on me. Something's over there. Looks like there's mine up here. I could be wrong. This might not be a cave or a mine. This may be where someone was planning on building. Let's see, what's this? Bark box. Castle wall. Oh, someone was working on it to grind up their skill. See, here's a claim. Fraggle Rock. And here they are. Wow, look at that. They've done a lot. Of course, I'm not in TeamSpeak. Let's see if they even know not to kill me. I mean, my guildmaster won't. Usually go by different names, so. What kind of tree is that? I guess it's nice seeing it by itself. Huh. Hey, how's it going? I'm here looking for Seaton.
Get in TeamSpeak now. I know you are. Get in TeamSpeak now.
Alright, alright. Gotta get in TeamSpeak.
Come on with me. Come in.
Alright. Get TeamSpeak popped up here. If I can remember what server it is. You know, I may not remember the server. This might be it. Nope. Oh, let's see. I gotta raise my security level. Because I'm special like that. See, they've actually got a lot done here so far. Quite impressed. Oh goodness, let's see. Let's try that again. It's a lot smaller than the place was when I first met him. When I first met him, the base they had built was probably 3 times this size. Ah, there we go. Okay. Sorry about that. It took me a second to get into TeamSpeak. Hey, everyone. Let's see. Don't hear anything. I wonder if I've turned off the sound at some point. No. Let me change my settings.
So that they know what's going on, so that there's no, well, we should do this, we should do that.
Well, I'm being a dank with clay. Give me 5 minutes.
I figured you put a palisade wall up right here.
There we go. Everything's good now.
Yeah, but you see what I'm doing behind it?
Dragon's teeth.
No, look behind. Check the other side out.
You're dropping her down.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, shh, for a minute. Ah, shit, I got somebody by me.
Basically, they gotta come into the
Hey,
palisade.
clear comms. Are they attacking you?
No, I hear a cart.
Here, trader cart.
I think I'm gonna try to jump the dude.
Make sure, hey, we're not really supposed to attack anyone down south. Our alliance agreement.
Who should part of our alliance?
Iron Hearts we're allied with the smaller claims around here we're supposed to leave alone.
I'll see what he's got. If he's got primitive tools, I'll fuck off him.
We're supposed to be leaving everyone else alone down here in the south, or we're going to end up fighting Iron Hearts, Dagfin, and Aberon, just us alone. So...
Seaton, the voice of wisdom.
Well, Dagfin and Aberon will give us enough to handle between us and Iron Hearts together. I mean, I think, you know, some of us are really good at PvP and everything else, but I don't think the whole group as a whole collective can take on 3 groups at once. We haven't played together that long.
Where the heck this is?
Alright. Hey, Brown.
Hey, Seaton, just a quick heads up.
Yeah.
Like, you know how along back here, how we got 2 flattened tiles right along the walls?
Yeah.
We have to get rid of the 2 square, otherwise they can drop a siege unit right here and just jump the walls right here.
That's going to go, bud.
Well, I know, but
ditches.
before Sunday, like,
Yeah,
Sunday's really close.
No, but I know. All I did was
just
enough work to lay out what I want done.
Quick question. Can anybody, like, can they loot the kitchen and stuff like that?
Yes.
Okay, because it has, like, I don't know if it's meant to be, but there's like 120 charcoal in it. I don't know if you want to leave that in there or...
That's fine. Circles, circle.
Rip, you got the gate claimed. I can't close the door.
Sorry.
Oh, Jigga's here. Hey, Jigga.
Yeah.
Can you come out the north gate?
Standing right next.
You right beside you.
Waiting for ride.
Red's
He's
not
done.
here.
Channel switched.
Alright, I might hang out in the lobby in my TeamSpeak. Don't want to give anything away. Let's see. I didn't even check what the skill gain is. Looks like it's pretty slow. Well, that's stats. Hunting. Yeah, about half what it was on my server. Ah, I'm an idiot. I put the wrong stats into the wrong points. I meant to put in the willpower. I swear. One fish. Come on. It's a herring. 2 fish. Codfish. That's a great catch. Sit back and relax. You know, I kind of look forward to if they actually add ships. You know, they've been talking about it for a while, and there's a static ship in the game so far. One that doesn't move, but you can use it for storage. A lot of admins use it kind of as personal storage. They'll put it high up in the air or under the water, someplace that players normally can't get to or see. Still only 2 fish. I'm going to be on in the morning. Not sure yet if I'm going to be streaming or not. But I do plan to release at least one video tomorrow to my YouTube channel. It's either going to be a show-off video, or I might work on a how-to for Life is Feudal. Still trying to decide on which topic. I know I want to show how farming works. I want to show how the terraforming works in details. The terraforming might be a better option. Oh, I finally caught something else. Let's see what else. I had a list. I'll have to look, see if I can find it. Everyone seems so surprised whenever I showed them how I tamed the horses, and that video has actually been viewed quite a few times. Hey, we're not part of the catch and release program here. Give me back that fish. Low quality junk anyways. See, I can almost picture having a little dinghy sailing out into the water, fishing off the side of it. Two more fish. Look at that trout. Looks delicious. .64 skill. Slowly going up. Can't believe I put all those points into intellect. Oh god. I'm supposed to put into willpower. I don't know what's going on with me today. Now this server actually has a smaller cap on it. Instead of the 3,000 that I had on my private server, this one only has 1,500. So I won't be able to be everything. Not that I'm planning on it. I might lean more towards hunting like I had in the past. Hunting and taming, that sort of thing. practice more with my melee. Come on, give me some rope. I want some rope. Kind of feel like I'm starting over again. I mean, I know the guys here have a lot more because there's more of them. But still, my skills and all that. But like I said, I'm not going to be going towards the crafting stuff this time around. Go out and do some more hunting. I didn't realize how light the fish were. I actually think that after you've cooked them, they weigh more than when you pull them right out of the water. Just cooking them add more to the weight. See, what would that account for? Let's think. I guess the char. That could possibly add more weight. But would it also burn off the... You know, it makes no sense whatsoever. Because I know one of these fish, in a lot of cases, can come out to be like 8 meals. Oh well. Oh, one fishing pole down. Thank you everyone for coming to the stream. If anyone has any questions about the game or about the stream in general, don't be afraid to ask. That's what I'm here for. See, what is cooking under? Actually, that might be built into like nature's lore or artisan. Another catch. What I really want is some rope. Let's see. Still got a bit left on that other fishing pole. I might just go and ask him, hey, you got a crossbow I can use to practice with? Then I can turn around and make myself a regular bow. Though I do gotta get my carpentry up, it looks like. Only to 60, though. That'll unlock the crossbows. I'm gonna give up here in a moment. Alright. That's gonna be good enough for now. Let's see how many fish I got. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 plus the 5 that I need brings us up to 22. Also gonna need some wood. Those sticks might do well enough for the wood, the fuel. But I might as well make an axe and a saw. Get it over with, you know? Let's see. Let's get some useful flint. I also need a primitive cooking pot. Shoot, you know all kinds of things, don't I? Alright, let's get some plant fiber. The nature store. So let's see, for the axe I need 1 flint, 2 fiber. For the cooking pot I need 1 rock. And for the pickaxe need 1 flint, so 2 flint, 5 fiber, and the saw, that should be the last I need. Wow, so 10 flints, okay, so I got a little ways to go. Useful flint. Hey Grim, welcome back. I'm actually playing on a player server right now. Let me grab some sticks. See, I gotta make the pick to get the stone. I gotta make a pick just to gather 1 piece of stone. Ah, that's ridiculous. Oh well. It needs to be done. Let's see. Oh, I gotta make a knife too. The list just keeps increasing. Let's see, let's start with what I can make. Okay, we've got the axe so far. Let's see, so I can make the knife. So that I need 5 more plant fiber. And it looks like 4 sticks. Let's get one more piece of plant fiber. Oh no, two more. Well, actually, no. I think one will be okay. Let's see. Let's get the knife. Now I need the pickaxe, or yeah, I get the pickaxe. So one plant fiber and 2 sticks. Alright. 3 sticks. Because I need one for the cooking tool. Okay, let's equip this, take this off, put that on. That's pavement. I need stone like this. Oh, actually it's like metal. Looks like I was right. There's some metal in there. Wasn't trying to get any, but I think I'll make 2. Actually, I'm gonna need a lot of 6 anyways. So we'll start with 1. There's that cooking pot. So let's see, I needed 22, I think. Let's go and get those 22 branches. Only 12. Let's go on to the next tree. Need 10 more of these sticks. Two, 4, 8, 9. All right. Gonna toss out this iron. Really didn't mean to grab it. I think I'll hold on to the extra stone, at least right now. Going further out to the trees so I don't...
What's up, Truss?
Hey bud, how's it going? Hey bud, how's it going?
Good. I see you got TS working properly.
Yeah, I jumped down there and joined. I just, you guys were talking business, didn't want to...
Stream it.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome to the
Yeah,
stream, Ricky.
I don't know.
Hey,
what
it's
you're
good
doing
to see you
with your
again.
Skills up or whatever, or what you're trying to do, but if there's shovels in the warehouse, if you want to help them do the terraforming, it needs to be done to get these palisades up.
I'm actually playing online at the moment. I joined up with my
Didn't know what else you're up to.
my old guild. And that's who you're hearing in the background. It's actually my guild leader. I may hop over there and grab some tools. I'm actually out here just kind of, I guess you can say, goofing around at the moment. I did some
Okay.
fishing, working on hunting.
The other thing too, if you want, go around to since you're like live streaming and you're kind of showing off. Find some mulberry trees that have silkworm cocoons on it. Get your farming up so that you can just kind of like pick and bring in. We need the silkworm cocoons, and we need to process the silk in order to make armor on this server.
Oh, so you mean silk actually has a purpose here?
Yes, silk actually has a purpose here.
That's nice. Hey, not a problem, Ricky. A lot of people have been requesting, and actually
So we
I
need-
applied to a
we
different
need silk
server.
for
I'm waiting
armor
to hear back
production.
from that. I applied to Shattered Lands. I'm just waiting for the application to go through. Yeah, Seaton, once I get finished with what I'm doing, I'll do that. I'll go check out some mulberry trees, get my farming up, grab you some silk. Does the quality of the silk really matter, or...?
At the moment, well, your farming, yeah, it does, but your farming, well, it won't take long for you to get to 90 plus farming, gathering those silkworm cocoons. There's a bunch of 90 plus quality silk mulberry trees around here. The other thing too, I would ask you to do is if you can, kind of work on your forestry so that you can also pull the saplings off of those so that you can plant them a little bit close. Plant, some of the higher quality mulberry saplings closer to base so that we have it closer and a little bit more available.
Yeah, that won't be a problem. I can work on that. With
Alright.
the skill gain, it might take me a little while to get 100, but...
Oh yeah,
Sure I can.
absolutely. But even 92, 93 is better than
Having to walk a mile just for silk.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Absolutely. All right, brother.
Alright. That was my guild leader. He just popped down to the channel I'm in so that, oh, you heard? They're needing silk. The server I'm playing on is actually modded. From what it sounds like, they added in a couple things. No, this is,
Also, it gets really, really dark now. I know you've probably noticed.
let's see. Yeah, I did notice. I was carrying around a torch on the private server I was playing on before this. Sorry, Ricky.
If you turn your
Let me
color
finish him
grading
talking.
on and crank your brightness all the way up, depending on your graphics card, you'll be able to see at night. It'll be just kind of like looking through a pair of night vision goggles. It'll be a little green tinty.
Okay. Alright, Ricky, let me give you the heads up here. I'm not
Thanks,
on
brother.
Shattered Lands yet. I applied for it. I'm just waiting to hear back from them. But right now I'm playing on Dark Age Kingdoms with my guild, Prosperity. They just got about 20 new members, and the guild leader reached out to me. So I'm going to hop on here until I hear back from Shattered Lands. But apparently this server is actually modded to include not just different recipes for armor, but they put in siege towers. I don't know if you've seen a siege tower, if you know what they are. A siege tower is, well, essentially a moving tower. They used them back in the day to push up using horses or manpower to the side of a wall, and then a catwalk would fall over the edge, allowing people to run straight up the sides and into the castle. And that's something that they've actually modded into this game. I haven't seen one yet myself. I'm kind of curious. I was going to do some cooking, though. I just been fishing. as you heard, my guild master, he's wanting some silk to make armor. And so I'm going to go out and try to get my farming skill up, my forestry skill up, bring back some silk for these guys. Have you had any luck on Shattered Lands? I think I remember you talking about it in the past. I decided to do a little cooking. Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry, I talked to you and someone else at the same time who were talking about joining Shattered Lands. Sorry for that. Well, that's kind of my plan. I wanted to be more of a hunter-gatherer. You know, going out and killing some animals, bringing back the hide for the group. But he's giving me a special task. It sounds like the other guys haven't been messing too much with it, but they still need it really badly. So I'm happy to do it. But I have to be careful. This server is PvP, so it wouldn't take much for someone to jump me. Let's check my skills. Alright. Oh yeah, you know, that's the thing. If you pick a specific task to be, like, for example, a hunter or a farmer, it really doesn't take much. I mean, everything I've gotten so far is what you need to start off being a hunter. I went ahead and fished to get my hunting skill up. I made some basic tools, and all I need is a sling to get started. And that's going to be easy. But yeah, they'll give me equipment I need to train, and probably a good bow for hunting as well. When you have 20 plus people working all at the same time on one project, it doesn't take much. I fished up way too much. You know, they kind of vary. Crossbows tend to be a lot more accurate once you get your skill up and you have a good one, assuming your stats all fit and everything. But a bow, on the other hand, you can shoot a lot faster, has a longer range. But it's really a toss-up between if you want to do more damage per shot and be accurate, or if you want to shoot further and more quickly. When it comes to hunting, though, I don't know, I kind of prefer a bow. Just feels kind of natural compared to using a crossbow. I mean, how often do you go out and try to kill a rabbit with a crossbow? That just seems like a waste. Let's see, that's salmon. Look at my skills here. They want me to do forestry, which means I gotta get farming up. Okay. Well, I'm gonna saw until daytime, because I can't see anything right now. I don't have my torch like I did on the other server. You know, I think I'll be supplying it. I know one thing about this guild. There's a lot of guys, and very few of them want to sit down and cook. Now that could have changed. There might be someone in here who's a little more inspired to cook, but I mean, it's so easy for me. But one of the points of being a hunter is you got to bring back the meat, bring back the hide. Damn, it gets dark. Yeah, you know, that's the thing. Selling isn't something you can really do very well on servers like this. Trading, for sure. But a lot of servers don't have any kind of currency. It's usually more based around like items, like flux or rope. On some servers, flax is extremely important. It's extremely rare. Depends on like what stage the server's on. If it's a newer server and people haven't really reached that stage where they can make a lot of rope, that definitely makes a difference. Gosh, carpentry goes up so slow. Ah, there's my little bot. First time using them. Oh, there'll be plenty of opportunities to get some ore. I think I'll leave that more in their hands, to be honest with you. Okay, toss that out. Toss out that metal or the stone as well. You know, gems are actually really, really hard to get. You need to have really high skill in mining. Let's go this way. And you need to be really lucky. There's actually a luck skill. Certain pieces, actually, I think only jewelry can increase your luck skill. At least right now. Alright. This is true. When it comes to PvP, yeah. By the way, Ricky, I'm actually streaming to YouTube and to Twitch, so you may hear me speak to other people as well. By the way, hey, Craig. See, I'm going to pop down and TeamSpeak real quick. See where I can put this food that I cooked. Let's see.
Channel switched.
Well, I'm looking for. Where's the flux at? Flux.
It's hidden. Keep that away
Oh.
because of the constant raids.
Well,
You gonna make-
go get me
What
some,
the
because I can't mix two with it.
No. This mod, the
Nothing to do with
barricades
quality,
aren't
dude.
working right.
I'm going to pop back
It was
up
a
until,
nine.
Channel switched.
until they're free. Don't want to give away anything special. Gate's not opening. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Gold? Gold is actually used to make jewelry. No, not yet. I wanted to empty out my inventory because it's gonna end up weighing quite a bit. This is what's odd. Okay, so fish weighs less than a stone or a pound, whatever you want to call it in this game. But whenever you cook it, it actually gains weight. I'm not sure how that logic works, but meh. Alright. By the way, Craig, this is what a fort looks like when it's much further along. It's kind of dark, but it's starting to get daytime out, slowly but surely. They got a keep in the background. You got the walls. They got some warehouses in there, even a large house. But you'll get a better view when I come back and it's a little bit more daytime. Well, Ricky, the gold, like I said, it's actually used for jewelry. Certain jewelry it requires as a component. And since the jewelry is the only way to get your luck up, it's actually pretty valuable as a trade item as well. Alright, I gotta find myself some mulberry trees. Let me get rid of some of this junk. Don't need it equipped. Alright. Let's find some trees. I think that's mulberry. Yeah, that's mulberry. What quality is that? It's quality 7. Well, actually, I already know where some gold is. It's much further north, though. I'm trying to find some with some silkworms. That's oak. Mulberry. This one has 25 cocoons. It's 95 quality though too. Do I have Tupperware? Nah. I'm not. I don't know what it is actually. I guess hard to zoom in on that. It looks like it almost might include like different types of vegetables, but I didn't use any in its cooking. And Ricky, yeah, my guild knows about the gold up on top of the mountain. They're the ones that actually showed me originally. But the food doesn't spoil here, so it'll go forever. Let's see, skill. Let's see. My Nature's Lore needs to go up just a little bit more. Oh, we still need the silkworms. Alright. Oh, I'm sure there's more around. Let me get that Nature's Lore up real quick. Got some tubers, or taproot. Alright. 63, that's good enough. I should be able to gather these now. Okay, that one doesn't have any. .97 quality. That's a... Yeah, you gotta be careful of the mushrooms. Actually, no, I'm not sure the effect they have here. I know they have, if you drink alcohol, it'll actually start to mess with your vision. You'll start seeing double, literally, in the game. And your character won't be able to walk in a straight line. Alright. Trying to keep an idea where these trees are, because high quality is super important when it comes to making armor. Let's see, that's 10. So far I found a 97 and 95. That's really good. That's a 9. Come on, sun. It was supposed to be getting brighter out, not darker. The length of the days must be much greater on this. Let's see, quality 9. Quality 7. 3. Come on, give me some more good ones. 14. Maybe I should grab some apples while I'm at it. Never know, if I come across a horse, I can tame it. Let's see, level 43. This one has some cocoons. I hear someone. Looks like they're just over this hill. Oh, they stopped. Oh well. They're hostile to the hostile. Okay, got some oak trees. Oh, can't go through those two. This has to be a little tree farm. No, the reason to have so many oak trees in one spot. It's probably like a makeshift wall. Some people actually will plant trees, you know, along the perimeter of their base to act as a wall. I mean, they can be chopped down. Ooh, 96. So what do you think, Ricky? Looks like I'm getting lucky with the silkworms. Quality 9. 13. Oh, here's 93. I was going to say, what do you think, Ricky? I'm getting pretty lucky with all these silkworms. I don't even have an exact quantity. I can count them later. Alright. 31. That's a 10. 21. Another 95. Ah, yeah, on normal servers, Ricky, the silk actually goes towards certain like cosmetic outfits. Well, mostly. There's a couple other odd little odds and ends that it goes towards. But like I said earlier, the silk on this server, since it's modded, actually goes towards making certain pieces of armor. Which is why it's important. And it only appears in the south, so since that's where we're based, it's a good place to find it. Might bring this back since I got a good amount. Don't want to risk someone killing me and taking it all. Let's see, 32. No, there's not. The only siege weapons there are currently is the trebuchet, explosive barrels they use to get through certain walls, and of course, like hand demolition tools, like the torches, setting fire to buildings. I feel like I say this a lot. There's a lot of things they're planning on doing, but they just haven't gotten around to yet. And ballasts, I believe, is one of them. Oh, 99 quality. See where this is at. Taking screenshots of where these are located, so I know where to come. Well, I need to get my forestry skill up. It's used specifically to gather saplings and then plant them. But I need to get it to at least the same quality, if not, or same skill level, or if not higher than the quality I'm trying to get. So, like, since that was a 99, I would need at least 99 or greater skill to get that quality of a sapling back. I mean, I call them saplings. They're actually called sprouts in this game, but saplings and sprouts are pretty much the same thing. At least in my book. Come on. Where's the sun? I'll actually show you here in a second how to get saplings. I just need to get a shovel from inside. If the door will open this time. Oh, you can. You can cook with the berries. For some reason that gate isn't opening for me. Let's try the back door. Yeah, mushrooms are used for cooking too. I know that. But I don't know what effect there is if you were to just eat one. Yeah, let me pop down on my TeamSpeak channel. Oh, let's see.
Channel switched.
Hey Seaton, are you there? Oh, gotta press the button. Hey Seaton, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Hey, I brought back some silk, but I can't seem to open any of the gates. Did they add something that makes it where people can't open
You might
gates?
have to log and relog out.
Ah, okay.
Open the southern gate. Where you at?
I'm coming around. I'm at the northern right now.
Oh, I'll come to you.
Okay.
I'm right here. I can get the north gate.
All right. Yeah, you might have to. This mod's acting funky. We just made a large repair kit, and it only repaired the blacksmith shop 250 points. So, getting on the GMs about that. I'm running like between 3 different TSs right now, plus all the other work projects. I feel like a.
Yeah, I get to work. Where do you want this silk put? I got at least 100 or 200
There's a basket on the 3rd floor.
The house.
of the house. Okay.
Yeah. I'll open the door if you're unable to open doors and stuff.
Parsons, while you were out there, did you see or hear anybody else in the area?
I heard a cart. I tried
Yeah, it was
looking for it. It was hiding behind a wall of trees.
Yeah, someone said that they were out doing work and they heard footsteps. They thought someone was scouting us out, and it was probably you.
Was it to the north of us?
Yeah, near the mulberry trees.
Yeah, that's where it was.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah, I found a
Look,
quality
I didn't get
99.
shot, son.
All right.
You have
Rod,
to catch
over
me
here.
first.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, where is this basket they were
User
talking
left
about?
Your channel. User was moved out of your channel.
The fuck? I get
It's
back.
leather,
and he
leather,
leaves. Wow.
leather. You say 3rd floor or 2nd floor? Here's more baskets. Grapes. This might be the food stores. Looks like it.
Evan said he was coming. If you don't show up here soon, I'm just gonna put my tools up for someone else to use.
That's meat.
You know, I'll put 10 small repair kits into it. Will that work?
He said he's gonna come repair it fully. Might as well not even wait.
Where's this basket on in the house for the silk?
All the way up top. It should be right by the loom.
I think the problem was that I guess he used it all up, making
barrel.
whatever, and I found him, I believe, in a barrel on the right side, in between the loom and the spinning wheel, I think.
Yeah. If it's empty, just put them in there. I'll sort it out later.
Oh, to which side? Oh, it's supposed to go in there. I knew that.
Yeah, it used to be a barrel in the warehouse, and it got moved, and the only thing I could find was it looked like prepared ones up there, so that's the one I was sticking them in.
Got it. Thanks.
No problem.
What's this? Ah, copper coins. Looks like they did put some kind of currency into this server.
This cutting boards is ridiculous, only being able to do 3 before you run out of stamina.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Almost got them all.
Something else is the
Well, for
same
now,
way
the
as
food
that.
I just put in the
Let's put a lot
warehouse.
of fucking wood shit in.
Because they said to say, put it first. The food in that storage area, though, was uncooked. So that might be where they had the uncooked stored food. Let's see, he said he...
Alright, well, Evan's not doing whatever, and I don't know where Seaton is, so I'm gonna unequip my tools and put them in here. And yeah, if another blacksmith wants to use
Pop back up a channel.
Channel switched.
Alright. He said there was some around. I should have been paying closer attention. Let's see this. Pick, shovel. There we go, that'll work. Alright. Nope. Well, I can open and close the door to the house. Shovel's all I need for right now. That's all you need to replant trees. Oh, there is sometimes. Alright, I'm going to have to find a different way out of here. Fell on my ass. Alright. You know, there's some servers that have it, some that don't. I guess I should have expected them to have it here. The currency, that is. Let me go out into the trees. I'll show you how to gather some saplings and how to replant them. I thought I heard footsteps. Yes. Though they're not really going to be made from silver and gold. They'll just be currency. Well, that's not true. They could have added it in. On a modded server, I guess anything's possible. Yeah, head up into the trees. Seriously, stays dark forever. Alright, so here's how it works. You approach a tree. Normally you want to inspect it first, find out what kind of quality you're dealing with. Like level quality 7. When it comes to replanting, you want to go for the highest quality possible. This little quality 7 stuff is kind of worthless. But if you're just practicing your skills, you would approach it. Come on. Let's try to approach it from the side. There we go. And under forestry, you have to have some farming skill for this, by the way. Under forestry, you get sprout. You can mass produce. And actually get 2 sprouts from this, according to what I inspected. Alright. So I got 2 sprouts for an elm tree. Then you have to find forest dirt. Like, this is forest dirt in front of me. It's hard to really tell because it's dark out. I'll have to show you again once it's a little bit brighter out. But with a shovel equipped, you just right click. Let's see, where is it? Right here. Making a liar out of me. There it is. Nope, still. God, it's so hard to find the forest dirt in the dark. I mean, the dirt around the actual tree is forest dirt. I just gotta find that again. It tends to be a bit darker. You know, something occurs to me. Let me check something. Yep, I have to have higher skill to plant them. So I just got a harvester now. That's fine. You can, actually. That's actually what you do in a lot of servers if you don't have the ability to defend yourself. What you would do is dig a hole, put a container inside of it, fill it up with all your valuables, your gold, your iron, and then you just fill in the dirt around it. And it'll actually be covered over and disappear completely. There is actually such thing as treasure hunting on some of the servers that have been around for a while, because as groups come and go, they will leave buried goodies in the actual dirt. So if you come across like a abandoned claim, or just some buildings and maybe some ruins, you just start digging up the ground looking for the signs of possibly a container or a cart that might have been buried. Hey, it's an actual thing. I'm sure it'll go on sale here pretty soon. But usually if they're going to spend the time to bury it, there's going to be some good stuff in there. On the server I used to play on, every Judgment Hour, which is the period where people can raid and attack other forts, right before you would bury probably 5 or 6 carts full of gold, silver, weapons, tools, high quality animals. Just the deeds form, that is, not the actual animal. Let's see. Hey, Steve. For a trap, it actually depends. You actually have to have blacksmithing. Because you actually have to not only gather the ore, you have to smelt it, then you have to construct it into a trap. One second, let me get the exact recipe for it. Yeah, I mean, it's really easy to make. It just takes common bars, which is any type of smelted metal bars. Gold if you want to, silver if you wanted to, copper or iron. But I guess to explain the whole process, you would actually have to do some prospecting on one of the hills until you can find. I honestly say you should use copper or iron. Don't waste gold or silver on making traps. But find some copper or iron. Then when you're able to dig it up, you're going to have to process it in a furnace. Oh, hey, Grim. So this is your YouTube account? Nice. But you have to process it in a furnace into metal bars, which is actually pretty easy. And then at a blacksmith using a hammer, you have to craft it into the actual traps. Cool. Well, I appreciate you subscribing the other day. I was kind of curious. I was happy to have another subscriber. Can I, like, light a fire that brings the day back? What the hell? But hey, Ricky, yeah, I'd love to see more treasure hunting too. Maybe some ability to seek it out. I can tell you right now, though, whenever we would raid a fort, you would see like 10 guys with shovels just randomly digging into the dirt, trying to find anything they may have hidden. There was one guild, we raided them every Friday, trying to get to their stash, and we would easily, roll over them without any kind of fight, and blow a hole in the wall, get inside, but we can never find their stash. It turns out they built a structure on top of it. Every single day before the Judgment Hour, they would build a new building over it to cover it and make it protected. And we only figured it out because one of our guys was able to get in before the Judgment Hour and watch them as they buried it. Oh yeah, Steve, the the flax. That's what I was working on my private server, was getting more flax for rope. But once you get that first, set of seeds, you just got to plant them, and next thing you know, you'll be harvesting enough for a couple pieces of rope. By the way, welcome everyone to my stream. If you guys have any questions about the game or the stream itself, feel free to give me a holler. By the way, welcome, son. Well, it depends on the server, Steve. In some cases, it'll take only a couple hours. Other cases, it might actually take an entire day. Hello again, son. Finally it's starting to light up. Of course, I say that. Let's see if it actually appears more. Did I harvest this one already? Oh yeah. It's really very common. And it's the only thing you can do if it's just you defending. If you only have one or two people that can be around during the judgment hour, which is, again, when people can fight, then all you can really do is bury your stuff and hope. But you can bury anything that you can pick up and move. You know, that's logs, containers, carts, and put down. You can bury. Also, the process is, and I'll explain again. You go ahead and you dig a trench or a hole, just completely. I'm trying to think exactly how to explain this. You want to dig until the sides start to fill it in, which is as far down as you can get. And then you want to place the container inside of it and lower it as much as possible. And then the last thing you want to do is take all the dirt you took out and start piling it all back on top. Eventually, if assuming it's a smaller container, it'll be completely hidden over. Let's see. If I had something to hide, I'd show you guys right now. Yeah, and Steve, it does kind of take a while for the farming. That's kind of a good thing, though. If your farm sits for too long, like say it's harvestable within 4 hours, and you let it sit for an extra 4, actually I think it's even less than that. It's like half the time it took to mature, so 2 hours after it was ready, it would become ruined and disappear. You lose out on your seedlings, the quality of your dirt goes down. So you might lose out on an entire harvest if it's too short and you're just not there to get it. And Ricky, when it comes to the burying stuff again, sometimes there's some telltale signs. Because whenever you go to dig up the earth, whenever you put dirt back down in its place, it doesn't look the same. So there'll be no grass growing over it. It'll just be like loose dirt, kind of a texture. If you go into a place like that and it's grass everywhere, and then you see a single little area where it's loose dirt, that might be the best place to start digging. Oh, the boar. What I use is just a bow. If you can get a simple bow, if you have the skill for it, go ahead and use that. But there's a little bit of kiting you have to do. Like, I don't know if you know what kiting is. I'm sure you do, but I'll go over it. Kiting is where you get the attention of the animal by shooting at it, and then you stay just ahead of it. So you take a shot, take another shot. Whenever it gets within melee range, you just turn and run. And then as you get some distance between the two of you, you turn back around and start taking more shots. And you just do that for... It might actually take a couple minutes for a boar. Boars, believe it or not, can still be kind of tough. But eventually you'll get ahead of it enough and you'll take that thing down. What I used to do is, if you have a barn, then you can actually use the process I had showed you and that I have in my YouTube. If you use that process to tame it from behind, then you can just throw it in the barn and slaughter it that way. You don't have to waste any ammo. You don't have to try to stay ahead of it. You probably have to get your crossbow skill up first. Do you have any rope at all yet, or are you still trying to gather that flax for the first one? Alright, it's bright enough now. Start planting some of these. Forestry, there we go. Alright, so to plant a tree, Ricky, now that it's daylight, I can actually show you. You find your forest dirt, like the dirt in front of me. Still maybe a little grayed out, but under forestry, you'll choose whatever type of saplings you have. So like in this case I have birch, or do I? I may not have birch. I think I have spruce. No, I don't. I know I have aspen, there we go. And now I'm planting an aspen sprout. And as time goes on, this will actually grow into a full tree just like all the others. I'm going to need to get my skill a little higher, I think, for the others. Since I need 90 skill. I'm at 87.46, so that'll be soon enough. Heck yeah, if I see a bald spot on the ground that could have treasure, I'll dig for it. I'll point it out if I see it. And Steve, I forget exactly how much. I know that it's kind of a process. It takes 10 flax used in a tanning tub to get... Gosh, how many linen fibers? Shoot. You're making me think. See if I can find out. Let's see. Okay, 10 flax turns into 20 flax fibers, and then you got to convert that flax fibers at a spinning wheel, and you should get about 4 pieces of, or 4 hanks of linen, which is pretty much balls of linen. And it takes 3 balls of linen to make 1 flax. Just like everything else, it's, you know, one step after another. So something else you might be working on, Steve, while you're waiting for your flax to grow, is you should start working on a tanning tub, which if I remember correctly, takes 10 soft boards and I think 1 metal band, which is like 4 copper bars. But once you get a tanning tub, this is to turn the flax stems into flax fibers. But then you need a spinning wheel. The spinning wheel requires a little bit more. It requires an actual wheel from carpentry. I can't remember all the components off the top of my head. Let me look it up for you. Let's see. Yeah, it takes 1 wheel, 4 softwood boards, and 30 nails. And then lastly, you'll need a tailoring kit to turn those flax fibers into, the hanks of linen into rope. What big sword, Ricky? Did I miss one? Well, son, I've been playing a lot over the past couple months, so I know a little bit more than some. And pretty much every aspect of this game I've tried at least a little bit by myself. You know, I haven't relied on someone else. So I guess I have first-hand experience. But there's still a lot I don't know, and they keep changing things, and you know, there'll be servers like the one I'm on right now that'll have mods that'll change up how the recipes work, or what kind of things there even is. Like on this server, they actually added in siege towers. to get into people's bases. It's a whole new piece of siege equipment that wasn't there from the developers. Let's see, and the big sword statue, that's called a monument, Ricky. It's used to claim a piece of land for a guild. And you can't dig around it unless two things: unless it's Judgment Hour, or you're part of the guild that owns the monument. Because if it's claimed, you can't do anything to it unless you're part of the guild, or again, Judgment Hour. Let's see, there I am, 90 now. Let me go ahead and plant some of these things. But son, I'm serious. If you have any questions, just ask. I mean, I'm more than happy to help out anyone. Even if you don't have the game, I'm happy to answer questions about it. Alright, here's how the whole Judgment Hour works. You have a server full of people. Whenever you have a claim, no one can touch anything on it. They can't open any of the containers. They can't do any damage to the structures. It's pretty much holy ground. They can still hurt you on it, but they can't do anything to any of the objects on it. Even a horse. If you hop off your horse in someone else's claim, after a short time, you lose the ability to hop back on it. Pretty much giving them a horse. Now, what Judgment Hour is, it's not exactly an hour. It's whatever the server sets. Sometimes it's 2 hours, or it might be an entire day. And it's not every single day. It's again whatever the server decides. They can make it where every Friday at 5 o'clock Central Standard Time allows you to attack someone else's base. All the rules are pretty much thrown out the window. Nothing is safe. And they do this for a couple reasons. They do this mostly because they want people to be around whenever the fights start. You have a lot of problems with these survival games where you'll go to sleep one night and you'll wake up the next morning, your base has been ransacked. In that case it sucks. You're not there to defend your stuff. You might be dead whenever you finally log back in. But to do away with that here, they made it where there's a set time every week or every day, depending on, again, on what the server says. I can't stress that enough. That you can expect to be fought. You can expect people to attack you or try to steal from you. And that's what Judgment Hour is. It's like The Purge if you've seen the movies. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing, son, that I know so much about this game. I spent so much time playing, it's like, well, what happened to my life? I guess I can't complain, I'm actually really happy. It feels good to be able to help people out and explain aspects of the game to them. Hey Steve, I'll give you a little bit of a tip here. If you haven't already, while you're waiting for things to happen, start going out and getting some leather. You know, hunting some small animals like pigs or rabbits. Something will give you some of the light leather. Because that's what's holding me back on my server is getting that light leather processed for my blacksmith, my bloomery. It's just something to think about start doing early. I really should have done it sooner. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, they can do it anywhere. You're really excited about people burying stuff, aren't you, Ricky? Well, I'll tell you what, if you ever do buy the game, you should find a very active server. It's got PvP. And during the judgment hour, whatever that server is set to, you should go looking for the empty claims where people haven't, they're not even bothering to defend. And just bring a shovel and start digging. Because it's usually those, if people actually play, but they're not there to defend, they've probably buried something. And you just gotta look for it. Yeah, you need a weaver's kit. You should be able to make it at the forge and anvil. .06 forestry. I want to get 99 if at all possible, because I saw that 99 quality tree. Dark Age Kingdoms is the name of the server that I'm currently on. Yeah, I just joined up with my guild today, actually a couple hours ago. That's why I'm still... My character's still kind of new on this server. Getting my skills up. I'm still waiting, I'm actually still downloading the mod itself. You can play without the mod on this server. I just don't think you can see the siege tower without it. And once I get that link, I'll post it for you guys. Yes, it's Dark Age Kingdoms is the name of the server. Yes. Let me type it for you. Sometimes my brain runs words faster than my mouth can actually spit them out. You know, to be honest with you, I'm not sure if it is EU or US. It's not really specified. So far, though, a lot of people I've met are more US based. But that doesn't mean there's not a big EU presence on it. I know the guild that I'm in is a mix of both, European and American, or United States. What's that, Ricky? You think it'd be cool to see some raiders, or... Well, I'm hoping not to run into anyone right now. I guarantee you, if someone comes up right now that's not part of my guild, they'll probably try to kill me. And since the closest thing I have to a weapon is a knife, which really isn't going to be that useful, I may just end up running. Yep. Yeah, the good thing about this game is you really don't have to stick with just your country or your time zone. It's nice to have people from all over. And a lot of guilds can actually be big enough to where they have a large presence of both. Ricky, you just run away. Oh yeah, I'll admit I'd probably run away too. And yeah, son, you're welcome to join us. I'm not the leader of the guild. I can introduce you to them. I'm sure they will sit down and talk to you. There was this one time, a guy jumped me when I was out farming. I didn't even know he was attacking me at first. I'm just sitting here, digging dirt, laying it out for crops, and I hear this whoosh. I look around, I don't see anything. So I go back to digging, and then all of a sudden I hear whoosh. I turn around again. There's no one there. I can't see anything. All I can see nearby is a horse and this open fields with crops in them. And I hear it again, whoosh! And this time I see a little trail fly past me. It turns out some guy is sitting on a mountaintop shooting at me with a longbow. He's got terrible aim. Oh, yeah. As soon as I realized he was shooting at me, he stopped trying to shoot at me. He just started chasing me. He ran straight down that hill after me. He probably chased me for a good 10 minutes before I was able to escape. Oh yeah, son. I try to stream every day from 5 to 8 Central Standard Time. I've actually kind of gone over that today. But I do play different games sometimes. Sometimes I'll do 7 Days to Die or some random first-person shooters. But mostly I like to play this game. It seems like I have a lot of people that will come around and spend some more time talking to me as I play this. So I tend to favor it. But if you'd like, son, go ahead and follow me here on Twitch. Or if you want, add me on YouTube as well. I've been trying to add more how-tos and guides on YouTube on how to do certain things and just lessons that I've learned from my time playing. I've already got on there how to solo tame horses and pigs, how to make charcoal. I'm planning on doing one on farming, terraforming. Maybe I'll make a video on how to bury your loot, just for you guys. Yeah, I really enjoy it. It's sadly the problem is there's not a whole lot of people who watch it. So from time to time I gotta reach out and play other games to draw more people in. But most people that actually come and look at the game stick around. And I gotta get them introduced to it. And to do that I have to try other things. All right, son. I'll try to make a video in the next couple days on how to bury loot. It'll be on my YouTube channel. If you want to head over to my YouTube channel, it's here on the on Twitch below the actual stream. You'll see my listings. Yeah, Steve, it's less of a headache, you know? I mean, if you try to chase the dang thing down, it's going to take you forever. It's a huge deal when you can just slowly creep up behind something and take it out, you know, from the comfort. I think I already have. Look at all the sprouts I've planted. And each one of these is going to grow into a full tree. Still only 93.46. I got to get to 99. That's my goal, is get 99. I'm going to go start gathering some of the sprouts for the mulberry trees. Oh, I appreciate that, son. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna take a moment to actually put it on my list. The whole burying loot. Just so that I don't forget. Let's see, where's my list? That's not it. There we go. Let's see. Alright. I'll make a video on, you know, how to bury and how to, or some tips on finding someone else's treasure. Yeah, you know, an axe works. You gotta take a couple shots. You gotta keep in mind, Ricky, with melee, you have to be careful the distance between you and your target. You can't just swing wildly, because you actually have to hit them with the damaging part of an axe, for example. You have to hit them with the sharp edge. If you hit them with the handle, or if they're close enough to be hit with the handle, you'll do a ton less damage. Like, we're talking 1 to 2 points compared to the 30 or 40 that you would normally do with an axe. See, that's a mulberry. It's an aspen. Oh, trust me, I want to. Well, you know, a good high quality axe, along with some armor and high skills, yeah, you can really do some damage. Certain bows, though, also do more damage. Whenever I was fighting it, I used just a simple bow, so it did about maybe 18 points of damage max. But something like a composite might do quite a bit more. Someone over here chopping down trees. He's chopping down my forest. Oh no, what am I gonna do? He's clear cutting. Yeah, like there's not gonna be enough forest left over. Yeah, a little bit of armor goes a long way. See, I'm running out of saplings. I have 2 mulberry saplings left. Or sorry, sprouts. I gotta call them what they are. Farming, mulberry. Hey Steve, are you playing on a player server, or are you playing by yourself like I was? Ah, look at that. Looks much better during the day. That is the Prosperity Fort, the guild that I'm in. We have a keep right here, a wooden keep. We got a big house here in the center. It's completely surrounded by stone walls. And knowing these guys, these are probably higher quality stone walls. We got our taming pen out here, or training pen. Sorry. That way they can make some war horses. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be needing more trees too. Cause I only got to 93.68 forestry skill. I need to get up to 99. Let me go back out into the forest a little bit further out. It's funny running through here. It's like saplings everywhere. Alright, let's see. There's a mulberry tree. Let's see what the quality is. 53. But that's got no silkworms in it. Yeah, you know, it's kind of how nature works, though. You know, when you have a situation where you have to protect everything, set up defenses, be prepared to fight off an army of people trying to seize your castle, you have to, you know, get rid of some trees. You don't want to give them anything they can hide behind. Yeah, what quality is this tree anyways? Inspect. Oh, 95. It's not bad. Alright. Oh, more mulberries. Yep, that is the plan. Yeah, they'll go around the entire base. They'll even put traps inside the trench as well. So if people fall into it, they'll get hurt, either them or their mounts. Sadly, you can't do some kind of moat by filling it with water. I mean, you kind of can, but it doesn't look very good unless you're already like on the coast, or if you were to build out onto the water. Something I've always wanted to do, but never got around to doing, is you can actually terraform out onto water. Picture making your own artificial island with water in all directions, you know, just on the ocean. And having just a single land bridge, or maybe even a wooden bridge of some kind, connecting you to the mainland. I think that'd be a very defensible way of setting up a base, because really at this stage in the game there's no boats, so they can't use them to close the distance very well. So they'd either have to swim in the water and then have to deal with the slowed, you know, movement speed, or come across the only piece of land. Oh, don't get me started on poisons. Who needs leeches when you can just poison somebody? That is a thing. And there's poisons that do all types of different things. There's poisons that debuff you, you know, lowering your stats, your strength, your agility, your stamina. There's ones that lower your stamina itself. So all of a sudden you can't run away. You just kind of become more easily tired. Then there's the kind that most people use, which is kind of like a knockout. they'll take down your soft HP to the point where you can't stay conscious, and then you're just on the ground. And then they just take what they want. You know, they do have fire bombs. They're called naphtha pots. They're thrown like grenades. They don't do as much damage as you would think, but dang, it adds up. It's meant more for doing damage to horses and structures. But I'll tell you what, if someone starts throwing a bunch of naphtha pots at you, you're going to go for cover. They even have fire arrows and firework arrows. I've never actually seen the fireworks arrows before, so I don't really know. I want to say they're probably used more for like setting off signals in the sky. You know, like it's time to go. But they're not exactly cheap to craft, so I couldn't see them being used too often. Yeah, 4 more to go, Steve. You know, I don't know if they can have a forest fire. It's not like Minecraft where you set fire to a building and all of a sudden, you know, it's spreading across the entire forest. Though the damage effects on buildings can be pretty nice. There was a herbalist that was constantly getting attacked. It's a building. And as it took damage, you'd actually see like holes in the roof. You see singed thatch. You know, the boards were falling off. Just like I always say, if anyone has any questions about the game or the stream, you know, feel free to ask. And as always, welcome to the stream. If you guys like what you see, feel free to subscribe or to follow me. Always looking for new friends. Oh yeah. You know, on the other server I was on, I actually was the demolition man in the guild. I walked around with like 30 stacks of naphtha pots in my inventory. And during a siege, all you'd see is this and like napalm pots going off everywhere. Yeah. They can be kind of hard to throw, to be accurate with them anyways. Trying to think of anything special I can share with you guys. Finally, 94 forestry. Maybe I'll stop at 95. I'm so torn. You'll have to tell me how that works out, Steve. They don't do a whole lot of damage, Steve. They do stop and slow down for a short time, though. Unless it's probably the bigger traps. Huh. Let's see. See, I'm going up by 0.007-ish, 0.006 every time I harvest. Wonder how much I get for planting. Let's find out. Alright, plant oak. It goes up 0.01, so essentially 1.5. Alright. Yeah, so I'll start planting some more. Well, that depends, sunshine. Or sun. In the basic version, the vanilla, I guess you can call it, where it's not modded, it's used to make certain types of clothing. So it doesn't have that much of a use. On this server, on the other hand, they've kind of tweaked the recipes for crafting armor. And some of the higher end pieces of equipment, I believe, use silk to be made. Also, it's not a bad way of getting your farming skill up if you don't have an actual farm. Well, right now, armor would really just weigh me down. It would be at increased carrying capacity I don't really need. And as for tools, you know, if I die right now, all I'm really going to lose is some saplings and a metal tool. Everything else is really junk. I'm kind of planning ahead. You know, if I get jumped, I don't want to lose a lot of good stuff until I can actually protect it. I'm a very frugal kind of guy. I don't. I try not to go out with more than I need, because it's never fun to lose something, especially if it was given to you. And plus, most of the time, the guys aren't going to be fully equipped in armor and weapons unless there's an actual fight. most of the time you'll see them walking around just like I am. You know, barebacked, basic tools on them for whatever task they're trying to do. Because that's the thing, if you're wearing a full set of armor, let's say a full set of plate, and you get surprised by someone, you know, they can still take you down. Just because you're wearing better armor doesn't mean you're guaranteed to win. Now, you gotta be careful, Ricky. If you make it too obvious, other people might notice it. Hey Steve, how'd that trap go? Did the boar get caught in it? Oh yeah. This is going to be the thickest set of trees you'll ever see in this game. Two more to go, Steve. Are you gathering it by hand using farming, or are you actually planting to get all your flax? I might have been going in circles. Oh, these right here? Someone probably doing the exact same thing I was doing. Or maybe it's the ancient grove, and there'll be little fairies and nymphs jumping out of the trees. One thing I really wish they would add to this game is more dangers in the wilderness. I mean, right now the biggest threat, other than players, of course, is probably bears and wolves. But I mean, you guys have been watching me now for 2.5 hours. Have you guys seen any bears and wolves attack me? No. They exist. They're just not something you see everywhere. It's funny though, because on some servers, to encourage people to what's the word I'm looking for? To encourage them to dig up the stumps for the trees. They'll actually spawn bears and wolves in clumps of stumps. Yeah, yeah. They have bears in the game. They're really tough to kill in most cases. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. I'm actually playing on Dark Age Kingdoms. If you guys have any questions about the game or the stream at all, just give me a holler. Right now I'm trying to get my forestry skill up, so that and I'm answering questions. Oh, guess I'm out of oak trees. You know, let me see. Looks like there's 23 people on her now, including the GM and myself. Gonna need to get more saplings here in a second. Let's check out these mulberries. 16. Eight. 42, and that one's got some cocoons. Oh, 92. Take a sprout of that. Green stuff on the ground. You know, I'm gonna have a little trouble explaining that one. I actually cannot see green. I am red-green colorblind. The downside of being colorblind, I can't make out that kind of differences and stuff. Another sprout. It's not something I really mention too often. Just hasn't come up. If it happens again, though, you might kind of point it out. But if it's on the ground, it's probably there's two different types of ground texture. Oh, well, maybe 4 different kinds. There's clay, which from my understanding is a bit more orangish. There's grass, which actually looks like, sod on the ground. And then there's stone, which I'm sure you know what stone looks like. You've probably seen that more than once. And then there's fresh dirt, which is like darker, like a black. And then forest dirt, which tends to be more around trees and deeper into the forest themselves. It could have just been, light hitting something perfectly. In between the logs. Oh, is it right here in front of me? Is it this rocky texture? Or is it something like actually here in the grass? Yeah, I think it was probably the light. The rocky texture. Well, I have some tools. Let me dig it up. It could just be regular dirt, or it could be copper. Not dirt. Yeah, it's just regular stone. I had to check because there's copper that, my understanding, tends to be a little more gray. Not gray, green. Nice, Steve. Now you got enough for at least one piece of rope. Yeah, I'm gonna stop at 95. I'm gonna go back to doing something else. I think I've refilled the forest enough for right now. Actually, I'm gonna stop here at 94.7 something. I'm gonna plant whatever trees I get from these two. Alright, let's plant these trees. Hey Steve, you know, it might be a little late to mention this. If you desperately wanted rope, there's another way to get it that doesn't involve flax. Yeah, just watch, Ricky. Tomorrow, whenever we come back, this whole forest is going to just be one giant wall of trees. Let's see. Shouldn't have too many more. It is possible to get rope from fishing. What you do is you just make a couple of fishing poles, and you just go out fishing. You probably would get a piece of rope faster than you would gather the flax stems by hand, then process them. It's a random event. You know how in the top right, from time to time, it'll pop up with little bits of information. Like whenever you sneeze, it talks about you gripping the amulet in your robes. Instead, it'll say something. I forget exactly what it says, but it'll talk about you pulling a rope out of the water. And then when you look in your inventory, it'll actually be a piece of rope. It's probably best to think of it as maybe some old fisherman line, or maybe a boat lost it. I'm not really sure on the details. I think it actually says in the note, the one that pops up whenever it appears in your inventory. I just can't for the life of me remember what it actually says. But it's convenient because there's the primitive fishing pole you use, but there's an actual fishing pole that you can craft, and it takes rope, one piece. So you can actually, I think the purpose is to take that piece of rope and turn it into a fishing pole, a real one. Yeah, it could be like catching trash. Yeah, there's a couple things that happen with those events. There's one where if you're terraforming, digging or mining, you have a chance to get a amulet that your character can actually wear in their neck. The amulet increases your luck. It's actually one of the first pieces of jewelry a lot of people get. Alright. I had to have planted at least 300 or 400 trees, but that's it for right now when it comes to the trees. That's an easy one, Steve. Fertilizer is actually dung. So you would need a chicken coop or a pig pen, or even a stable for horses or cows. Over time, they produce dung as they eat, and then you turn around and use that dung as a fertilizer for your farm. I consider it a treasure. Luck plays a very important role later on in the game, because it's things like luck that lets you make masterwork items. Masterwork items, I've only really been lucky with them when it comes to jewelry. But it's a chance to create an item that you can actually name. So you could make the Ricky amulet. And it actually is better than its normal version. Here's someone walking around nearby. The other use for the luck is when it comes to mining and chopping wood. Mostly mining, though. It increases your chances of getting gems. Hi, how's it going? I've got to eat some. Nah, she was one of ours. You can tell because if you put your cursor over them, their name will be a certain color. Since I'm so close to the fort, I'm sure a lot of them are just being careful. Yep, Steve. You can actually get rope from fishing. It's not common, but it does happen. Oh, they're probably in TeamSpeak, where I should probably be talking to each other. I'm just in a separate channel because they're talking about stuff that maybe shouldn't be shared over Twitch, like defensive plans and where they're hiding all their goodies. You get fertilizer from using dung. Just go into your chicken coop if you have one, or a barn or stables, and over time they'll produce dung you'll have to clean out. And the dung is used whenever you try the fertilizer option. But I'll have to be poking my head in there here in a little bit to pass over all these mulberry saplings I've been getting. Well, it's not the size that matters, right? gonna gather a couple more saplings and cocoons. Alright. That's maple. Ah, I think that's the point. Is that someone down in the water? I think so. I think the idea is to put a huge hole in you while staying back at a safe distance. Hey, there's a 100 quality. That's a shame I don't have a 100 skill yet. I had my mic muted for a moment. Sorry about that. Can you still not hear me, or can you hear me now? Okay. Sadly, I'm going to have to start winding down here in a moment. Been at this for 3 hours now. I'm just doing the mulberries. I'm not actually going to plant any more trees. I wanted to get these high levels that I saw earlier. Now I'm going to take them back to the fort. Yeah, these sprouts up here is the main reason I even did the whole forestry stuff. Now we can plant these back at the house, or back at the fort, and people can harvest them more safely, and they'll know that they'll have a supply going forward. Let's see. I'm gonna have to hop down a channel in TeamSpeak here in a moment, so I can pass these saplings over to someone. Let me make sure it's safe.
Channel
In fact,
switched.
these GMs seem to be hooking us up if they get
Channel switched.
That's just someone. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can kind of check a little bit. Actually, I don't think I have the skills on this character to prospect. Yeah, I don't on this character. Well, you're all about treasure hunting. Yeah, I can't show you prospecting on this server. I would have to hop back over onto mine to do that, which I won't do tonight, but I might do it tomorrow. Well, there's no metal detector here. I can't open the doors. Currently I'm bugged. I have to restart for myself to be able to open the gate. Since they gave me the invite to the guild. I haven't logged off since then. So I'm just waiting for someone to open the door for me. Actually, I might try the northern side. Here's that trench that you were talking about, Ricky. It's going to be just like this going all the way around. Ah, there's DM. Hey, DM. Moyer wanted me to get a hold of you, bud. I have some mulberry sprouts. I don't think he's paying attention. I don't know if DM can hear me or not. I tried talking to him. Moyer wanted me to give him the sprouts for the mulberry trees that I collected. I can't hop up and TeamSpeak with you guys.
Hey, Arthur, you should be able to open gates now.
I gotta restart. Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, you need farming to plant them, so hope you'll have better luck than I will, because my skill's not high enough for him. Alright. So let me see if the north gate is open. I know they're all kind of running around here. Well, the fibers are actually really quick to make. You just gotta have the materials and tools for them. Or are you talking about putting them in the tubs? Alright. Well, I got these silk cocoons, but I think I'll pass them over to them tomorrow. I do have to stop now, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming around. I'll definitely be streaming some more tomorrow. I might be home a little bit later than I was today because I have to stay late at work, but I'll be playing for at least an hour or two before I head to sleep. I might even be on first thing in the morning. I don't know if you guys will be awake that time, but if you're around then. But we'll see, okay? Then I'll be back to my regular schedule of 5 to 8. You guys have any questions or anything before I leave? Stuck. Oh, so close. Oh, oh, oh. Ah, darn it. Let's try that again. No. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Oh, there we go. Whew. That was almost bad. Alright. Alright, guys. Thank you for coming. You guys have a nice evening, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully.